Existing home sales improved in all 4 major U.S. regions in October, and the National Association of Realtors chief economist Lawrence Yun says the worst of the downturn in home sales could be over. But mortgage rates are still high, the 30-year fixed approaching 7%. Median existing home prices right now up 4% from a year ago. Yun says additional inventory and more home building activity will help price increases moderate next year. Now, the NAR is out with a new report highlighting migration trends within the U.S. in 2023. As we're here to talk about the report and the trends that we might see in 2025, we've got Matt Christopherson, who is the Director of Business and Consumer Research at the National Association of Realtors. Okay, so what have we seen within the most recent data really tracking some of the migration that we've seen among the states?
Yeah, so hi, Brad. Thanks for having me. And the report really shows the high priority buyers are placing on being close to family and friends, but also finding affordable opportunities. They're really finding places where they can get more home for the money.
And so how have they been able to alleviate some of the pressure, and what were some of the top reasons that they even decided to move to a specific area?
Yeah, so the pandemic really made buyers prioritize family and friends more. But they're also able to do this because of their mobility from things like remote work. They're able to move further away where they're able to be closer to those people close to them, but also get a lot more for their money.
Where did you see the most migration to?
The highest percentage of movers move to the South. That's really where they're finding more affordability opportunities, but also some of the strongest job markets. So they're really poised for long-term growth as well.
And what has that meant, at least for the kind of mix of building and versus existing homes? I mean, are we looking at a lot of migration targeting where there are new home build-outs, or where there are existing homes that could be purchased for cheaper relative to where they might be migrating from?
Yeah, so as you can see, that a lot of movers went to the South. They're looking for more affordability, but also better weather conditions. But those are also states where a lot of the more newer construction has occurred. So with more inventory means more opportunities for affordability.
And so, as you're thinking about some of those top reasons that clients chose to purchase a specific home, how much of that and the mindset could also permeate into next year and even show up in the 2024 data as we're rounding out the last several weeks here?
Yeah, so these are trends that we expect to continue. People are really looking for ways to be able to get into this market and compete. They're also looking for lower and more favorable tax rates, especially to combat insurance costs that are really rising in the housing space. And a lot of that occurs in the South, and that's really where people are moving, especially retirees and remote workers.
And so let's go into that remote work report of it a little bit more. What did the report tell you about job location and how being able to be virtual versus needing to go or have a close proximity to an office or a hub somewhere? How did that play into the moving decisions?
Yeah, the report really highlighted the prominence remote work still has across the country. The majority of respondents said that their job location did not dictate their purchase location decision because they're still working fully remote. However, movers in the Northeast, the majority of them said that they're working at least part-time in office, and therefore their location is dictated more by their job location.
Matt Christopherson, who is the Director of Business and Consumer Research at the National Association of Realtors. Great to have you here with us today. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.